Hi guys, welcome back. So today we're going to be doing some of those straight backs. I guess they call them Alicia Keys braids. I don't know what the girls call them, but I've seen them a million times. I'm thinking I'm going to do 2 rows. 1 row in the back, like probably about to right here. Wish me luck. I'm already irritated. At this moment, I realized I am no longer doing a hair vlog, but a hair tip video on how not to end up crashing out like me. So let's get started with the setup for parting. All right, first things first, I like to use a body mirror. I put the body mirror on the back of an open door that I'm using, and I position myself so that I can see the back of my hair at all times. So in front of me right now would be the bathroom body mirror. Behind me is the body mirror that I put on the door. So as you can see, the back of my head is completely visible through this body mirror that I put on the door. And I just continue flipping back and forth from facing the one on the wall to facing the one on the door to get every single angle. I do this until I get my desired outcome, and this is the second row pre-parted with no product, and she's very crisp. This took me a long time, but I proceeded to make sure that my foundation was amazing. So I made sure the pre-parted braids on the front of my hair were top notch so that when I do add the extensions in, I won't have to worry about the parts. Ladies, the way I sped through the second row because I know it would be covered by the top row, I didn't look through a single mirror, but they still turned out pretty good and I love the color. I wanted to show y'all the colors I blended to get this. It was like a chocolate brown and like 27. This is the other blend. It's 1B and 613, like I said. And together, it just magic. Chef's kiss. Guys, I do suggest getting a hair rack because this made my hair process a lot shorter because separating hair takes a lot of time. It also really helped me stay consistent with my braid size, which is the next topic up for discussion. Do y'all see how nice and neat these braids look? Yeah, this is years worth of practice, so let me show y'all the method to the madness. First, I start off by conditioning my hair because I will not be putting my hair up dry and brittle. I follow this up with my choice of edge control, which is often edge effect. For consistent braids, you want to add the same amount of hair to each braid. I like to use anywhere between 4 to 5 even pieces of hair. This is my consistent size, but I like to split it in half based off the density of my hair. Since my hair is thinner on the edges, those 2 smaller pieces back to back would give that feed-in effect better than that one big piece that I had initially. So size matters, but timing does as well. This braid is too thin because I added the 2 half pieces in a little too late. So I restarted, and to fix the problem, I added the 2 half pieces in sooner and back to back. And this gave me more of a gradual effect. Everything seemed to be going smoothly until I leaned in to check my work, which you always want to do, and I saw that my part was uneven. So of course I restarted for a 3rd time. But I got past that and I finally got to add in the rest of my even pieces of hair gradually. You see how I'm doing it back to back? Consistently checking my work as well so that I don't repeat the same mistakes over and over. So if y'all haven't noticed, I've been braiding over my head. My elbows have been up this whole time, but now that I'm at the back of my head, it's becoming uncomfortable. So I switched from overhand braiding to underhand braiding. And you need to know when to switch because there's a time and a place for each method. And now that I'm at the back of my head, the underhand method works best. As you all can see, my elbows are pointing down. My arms are much more relaxed, but I have more control of the braid using this underhand method. But now that I've braided all the way down to where my real hair is about to end, the hair is becoming too thin. So it's time to add in my secret weapon, aka the 5th piece. And I do this by cutting it in half, and I take 1 half at a time and I tease it so that the ends aren't so blunt anymore. And until it looks like a regular piece, but half of that. I typically do this when my braids get thin and I need some fullness to it, but I don't need the extra length. And you'll know when you need to add in that 5th piece because the braid will be kind of lumpy from sharing and it'll be inconsistent and thin. But look how even and identical those are. You really want to make sure your work checks out before you get too far. So let's discuss the tuck-in method. Okay, you do not want to get to the end of your braid and then realize your hair is sticking out. So what you want to do is make sure you put a little product on your hair, whatever you got to do, and make sure you are twisting. Do y'all see that method? I am twisting really tightly My fingers are practically touching each other as I am braiding this hair. I even added in another piece because I knew my hair was thinning out. But right after, I went straight back to twisting. I'm twisting as I'm braiding, basically. Y'all see it. Each time one of my hand moves, my other hand is following up exactly where I left off with my other hand. Like, if fingers could kiss, it would look like this. But guys, after 3 days, we're finally on the last braid. And right up in here is where my hair is the most thick. So I really didn't split any pieces in half to gradually add in. And I just kind of added in the hair whenever I felt like it was necessary. And of course, I still switched over from overhand to underhand. And yeah, stay tuned for the results. I'm back and we're done. Finally, my hair is dipped and I trimmed the ends a little bit. I put a little foam on the top and some holding spray and I let that marinate with my edges. You feel me? Hard work pays off, I guess. I do love my hair. So yeah, that's all for today, guys. Thank you for tuning in. I hope these tips help and I will see y'all next time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.